Hey guys, I'm going to be straightening my hair in this video. Today what I've done is washed my hair and just let it dry on its own, and I just brushed it out. So it is big and beautiful. So here we go. So first you brush it out like I just did off camera. And then mine's super thick, so I'm going to section it up. Sometimes I use clips, but sometimes I find it easier just to use a hair tie. And then I just brush again. Really, really good. I am using the Kandy 2.0 straightening brush, and I have it on 450. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, so I like to split it in the back. And you're going to hold a section, pop it up in there, hold it for just a second, and then pull down. And hold it on your ends for a second. Look at that compared to that. Beautiful! Now, these are really my problem areas right in front of my ears. It gets super kinky curly, so we're going to pop it up in, hold some tension at the bottom, and pop it through. Beautiful. Okay, so come to this side. This side's harder to do because it's the other side. It feels more natural to go this way. So, but anyway, so pop it up in there, hold it for a second, and then pull it through and hold it on the bottom for a second. Hi, Connor. What are you doing? Love it. Are you all done with your jacket? We've had the air on in here, and we're cold today. We both had on a jacket, but like if you just turn the air down or turn it off, you get hot really quick. So we've just been sporting our coats. So pop through there. Now look at that. I love it. Okay. So then I normally just pull it back together in the back and slide through one more time. Okay. So, let's take down some more for another section. Oh, thank you. You brought me my water. That was nice. Thank you. Okay. Now, you'll want to brush that out. The head candy straightener has changed my life. It's so much quicker. I can normally get it done in about 7 minutes. My hair's thick, so that is just a big deal. Sorry that my toilet's in the background. My original goal was to try to hide it, but there. And just pop it through there. Trying to turn when you can see it. Beautiful. I love it. I'm trying not to get my ends that are up there. Now, you know your hair better than anybody. So you know places that tend to be kinkier or curlier that you're going to need to go over more than once. And if your hair's thin and straight, not any natural curl, you know that you probably don't need to go over it more than once. You can just barely glide through it, just pop it in, glide through, and be done. But my hair is naturally curly. The humidity does bother it. Kinks up real easy, so I like to go over it more than once. I like to pull this back section and kind of glide through it. Okay, we are doing great. Since I'm not working right now and I'm off for summer break, I like to just let it dry on its own, because why blow dry if you're not going anywhere and don't have to? So if you're wondering, during the school year, I definitely don't have time to do that. I have to blow dry it. which I do much like me straightening it here. I take sections and do it that way. So, pop up in there, hold it for just a second, and start your pass. And see how that front kind of came out? So I'll definitely need to hit that again because it popped out on me here. That's not a big deal. You can visibly see the huge difference in where I've hit and where I haven't hit. There's no right or wrong way. Like, you're going to be able to tell with your hair what needs more passes, what can get by with less, you know, how you need to do it. It's just super easy. Totally recommend spending the money on it. I'm one of those people who were very frugal. Most of my money goes to my kid, and when I do spend money, I don't spend big chunks. I know it still adds up, but I don't. But this was by far the best investment ever. Ever. It was so great of an investment. Seriously. And they are not paying me to say that. I'm not affiliated with them. I just believe it. Okay. My bangs are super kinky, curly, so normally you might not have to do another section right up here on your head. You could do that all together. And that's another thing. With the straightening brush, you can do a lot bigger sections than you could do on a, than you could do with a typical flat iron. Just smooth it out. One very important thing I didn't point out was brushing it like I just did in between, because I mean, you can't just rely on this to brush it because you are up against a very hot side. I use mine on 450. You can use lower. It's not a big deal. Whatever you feel is best. That is tickling my nose right there. Also, I hear a lot of people talking about how, well, it doesn't get to your root, so it's not getting totally straight in there. And what I've found that works good for me about that is to pop it in on top, and you can brush down that way. Ooh, that's hot. That's just what I've found to work and be best for me. Like I said, it normally takes me 7 minutes. It's taking me a little bit longer right now because I'm talking and looking at my camera and all that good stuff. But I'm almost done. I'm to my last section. Need to part it. There's my part. Brush it. Look at that hair. Goodness gracious. Okay. You want it to be really brushed out good. It also has drastically reduced my headaches because I'm not clamping down two metal sides like you would with your typical flat iron. Just kind of gliding through, although I do put a little tension at the end here to help it out a little. So there's that side. Again, you can go back over the top, however you wish to do it. Sometimes if I think my bangs will kink up when I get out in the heat, I can just separate them and go down them a little bit there. So there's that. Another thing is, it is really, and I will section these like this because it's too thick of an area. Let me give me a clip. Brush that out like that. I know I was just saying something, but I have no idea what. Beautiful. And I definitely need my roots done. The last time I had my hair done was around, well, right after Christmas. So it's in dire need for a professional. And you can totally tell what's been through and what hasn't. It's just super important. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It is so smooth. Maybe yours is smooth after a flat iron. I don't know, but mine wasn't. I mean, you think it is. Smooth as in running your hands through it smooth. Like it is just so. And I attribute it to the extra brushing it's getting. It's all getting ran through there. I don't know if that's why or not. I totally made that up. Beautiful. Love it. Alright, we are almost done. This should be my last section. Pick it up. Maybe I do need another section. My bad, I lied. And like that little piece I just lost, I wouldn't worry too much about it because you're going to totally be able to tell what hadn't been hit and what has. So, just a little for your info. Anyway, it's drastically reduced my amount of headaches I get. I get migraines a lot. And while I'm talking about that, let me say that I did get my daith pierced. It's the one right in there. And that has helped a lot with my headaches. I get asked that a lot. And it definitely has. And when I do get them, they're more dull. They're not as intense. But also, since getting the head candy straightener, I get way less migraines. And like I said, I think it's because I'm like a flat iron. I'm not clamping down two metal sides. I'm putting so much tension. Get my bangs here. And I'm also drinking way more water. I'll show you my water bottle in just a second. I got this water bottle at the Give Me 5 store in Von Orr. For $1. I went on $1 day. And I found this water bottle. And I love it because it keeps me accountable. Okay, so I'm straightened. See, I see a kinky piece back here. Not a problem. Get it, go through it. You can go back through the top. You can take it and flip it under if you'd like. I keep my ends pretty straight though. I don't normally do that. I like to grab it back up here. See my roots. And kind of pull it up just to make sure I get that right there in the back. And like I said, you can smooth over the top. Whatever you want to do. But there it is. It's super straight. And it is super smooth. Like it is so soft. So yeah, that's typically what I would do. Let me show you my water bottle. Here's my water bottle. I don't know how well you can see it, but it has the times. It starts at 7 a.m. and it goes to 9 p.m. I drink this every day. It's probably not even as much as I'm supposed to be drinking, but it is 64 ounces, so it's way better than I was doing. And that has drastically reduced my migraines. So, probably was a little dehydrated. Wasn't drinking enough water. So, it seriously is, it's so great. It's so, so good on keeping me accountable. And I can see my goal. And it even has words of encouragement here. See, yay, you did it. Do it for yourself. No excuses. Keep going. So, that's pretty cool. I love that. And that's all I have for you today. So I just wanted to show you the head candy again because I cannot stop talking enough about it. I love it. It's been life-changing for me, and I think obviously I don't have a daughter, but I think it would be super great too if you have a daughter just wanting to start straightening her hair and stuff. And because obviously if I hold my hand on here, it's hot because it's 450 degrees on this side, I mean on the inside. But that's not going to burn me up, where a straightener, you're flat out touching the hot plate. So, and it also has this swivel cord, which is just perfect. You can lock it, and so that when you're straightening, you won't bump your buttons. I never hold that far down. I hold up here. So I never lock it because I don't hit my buttons. But if you were hitting your buttons, you can totally do that. And so anyway, I got mine when they happen to be on sale, but I think they're around $100 normally. They ship super fast, and it is totally worth it. Seriously, y'all. And you can get different colors too. I chose the teal. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and talk about that, and I hope y'all are having a fabulous Wednesday. Thank you for watching.